Whether you've been appointed as an executor of a will or it's a decision that you're trying to make for yourself, the topic can raise a few questions as the role of an executor, what it carries, and it is a lot of responsibility. So tell me, Nardine, what is an executor of a will?
So the executor is the person who has the responsibility to do what the will says. So they're the person that has to, what we call in the estate. And all that means is identify what the estate comprises of, the house, a car, money in a bank, and then do something with it in order to pay it out to the beneficiaries. So it could be selling property, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's a very responsible position.
It is.
Yeah.
And stressful, I think.
Stressful, yes, particularly because a common thing is that the executor is the other spouse.
Yes.
Yep, or children, and so obviously...
Or it can be siblings.
Siblings, yep. So
that's probably the messiest one.
It is, yes, yes, I'll tell you that in a sec. So the executor is often someone who's very close to the deceased, so it's obviously not just a responsible position, but a very emotional time to have to carry out these roles. Yeah.
So what power do they have?
Everything.
Yeah.
The ultimate, there are some restrictions, but basically an executor has whatever power they need to do what they need to do. So they can sell a house even if the beneficiaries don't want the house to be sold.
Wow.
The executor's got the final decision about all of those sorts of things.
Because it's hard to choose somebody. So, it needs to be, I know I've got, 2 executors for my will because, you need to have several, don't you?
You should have a backup plan.
Yeah. And I know, it can get messy when, a family like my grandmother, I think, put 2 people as executors of the will, and that's really messy as well because then they can't agree.
It can be, yeah. So how to choose your executor, you really want someone who is younger than you. So I get a lot of people come in and they want to choose their parents as the executor, and I have to say, and these conversations are always difficult and uncomfortable, but you have to say to people, look, in the normal scheme of things, these people will die before you. So you need someone who, in the normal scheme of things, is going to outlive you. Right? So it needs to be someone who you think will outlive you, excuse me, and someone who you trust absolutely to do what your wishes were. Want them to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a best friend, a sibling.
Yeah. So the ideal scenario, partner, husband, wife, make each other the executors. When you are thinking about making your children the executors, it's a big decision. Do you just make one child the executor? Do you make them both the executors? And there can be so many. There's nothing like a death and a will
to bring everyone together
and then split them apart. So you have to think carefully about what you're going to do, whether you make them joint executors, whether you make them alternate executors.
Personally, I don't recommend that. It's one person. Pick just one person, people. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier on the whole family. Yeah, so, have you got any tips for finding that right person?
Just look, if I said to you right now, who do you trust to do this?
To clean out your email and your Facebook messages.
Yeah, and to do all these things. If you have a name that pops into your head straight away, that's your person.
That's your person.
Yeah.
So ideally it's your partner or a best friend or a spouse. And you often have 3, don't you? Like number 1, and then if they can't do it, number 2, number 3.
Which you should do. You should have alternates.
Yeah, alternates. Just in case they're overseas or they were with you at your time or,
or they don't want to be.
Or they don't want to do it. So there you go.
The other thing too that reminds me, ask them first.
Yes, and let them know. They do have to sign a piece of paper too.
Well, they don't have to sign it, but they do. Oh well, when the time comes, yes, they have to be the one to apply for probate. But at the time you're doing your will, no. But they do need to know
that. Because all of a sudden get a call. Hey,
guess what?
Guess what? Your friend died, and now you have to choose where all their money goes. Great phone call. So whilst being chosen as an executor is an honour, it comes with many responsibilities and obligations. So if you have any questions on the topic or you need to seek advice from an expert, go and see the team at Collier Lawyers today. Nardine will certainly sort you out.
Sure.